Right there. So we both came out at the same time. All right. So it's he didn't know that he didn't even look up, didn't flinch or nothing. He know my voice is loud, but Master, and I think some of the white guys are finally starting to realize this. Uh, I've been saying this, when I've been talking to these idiots, like this had nothing to do with racism. For the main thing is mainly again not just because the founders of Black Lives Matter are lesbian. It's all of the ones, the feminists. They might not be this women who are feminists, but they aren't lesbian. This whole thing. All right, so Master. All right, I just looked it up again just for the hell of it because I'm already been making jokes. Everybody's been clowning. Just the master bedroom. Motherfuckers like, well, what about kung fu movies? I mean, everybody thought the same. I know I thought it. That's the first thought I had. Master, he killed my master. I'm like, so you gonna ban kung fu movies? Cause that was the every kung fu movie. The master. Why? They killed master. You know, it's like, yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. So what about a master craftsman? What about a master mechanic? You can't you can't get your car fixed no more. Like they so stupid. They ain't gonna just change the name. They gonna ban master mechanics. A master plumber, a master carpenter. Your house finna fall apart. They finna get rid of them. They finna cancel them. They master mechanic, the master plumber, they finna be just sit at home because you're racist. You can't be. You got that designation. Sorry, you worked hard. Sorry, not sorry. You shouldn't have been a racist. But I'm black. It doesn't matter if you're a black master carpenter, master mechanic. You're done. Over with. Take that car back apart. As a matter of fact, take this shit off you just put on there. That's racist. Take them parts off. Okay. Shit. Oh, Lord. What about a master cylinder? We can't have brakes on your car. You can't. That lady just pulled off. You can't stop. They finna go remove the master cylinders from the slave cylinder. Oh, Lord. Shit. You finna get in your car, and it's like you pissed off the mob because your brakes ain't gonna work. Because they gonna go around removing brakes, the master cylinder rather. So it's gonna be puddles of hydraulic fluid under, brake fluid under everybody's car because they just snatched out your slave cylinder. If you got a manual transmission, your clutch ain't on the slave cylinder, master cylinder, you're done. It's done. It's over with. All that shit. Racist name. Master bedroom. Master bedroom. You can't. But when you look, I see. I wanted to really get a hold on this madness, and when you type it in, I just did it 2 minutes ago. Well, I've been talking for three. Okay, so right before I came out, he was out here at the same time. He's walking out. Uh, I see an article from January of this year in a UK magazine, and but that ain't the point. I'm thinking, the wheels are clicking. Because their article is about it started. First of all, the term master bedroom in their article has only been in the 20th century. So at the turn of the century, 1901, whatever, master bed. They donate the not donate, but it men basically. I told you this whole thing is still about emasculate. Remember I told you that. Remember that's why I played Sucker for Love the other day. What you mean by that? Only the guys with the mask, these big ass niggas with mask, is the only way they can get some pussy. That's what it is. Oh shit! See, cause look, like I said, they're bending the knee, literally, Colin Kaepernick, uh, to these liberal nut jobs, feminists, They took over this, whatever. They started this Black Lives, and they knew they saw. Because remember, Me Too was quiet down. They tried it at the same time, but remember, Me Too was at the forefront for a minute, and that was started by a black woman. And so at the forefront was Me Too for a couple of years, right? But that didn't, because it was like I said, I said it on my tag. I said it was going to be real women who were going to be at the forefront. Like, no, this is bullshit. Just, it's not just because they're mothers and maybe they're thinking about their little boy, even though he's 25 and 6'3" and not a baby. But they're still she's 5'2", but that's her baby. She done birthed out. This nigga 6'3", but they thinking about that. Like, yeah, no, y'all going off, y'all crazy. Y'all lesbians, feminists. With no children or whatever, y'all crazy. Or you got a child but you hate them, whatever. Y'all crazy. I knew it. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna work. So, but they figure, okay, well, we'll do racism, and they figured we get the women on our side, because we'll say the black men are being hunted down and black women by police. But it's like, again, any sane person, black woman or man, you worth your shit. And you didn't fall victim to your neighborhood, the hood you grew up in. You didn't fall victim to it, and you still got connections to the hood. You like, nah. Especially if you only like 25 or something. Like you said, I went through all that shit too, and I didn't, I didn't sell dope, I didn't sell pussy, I didn't, whatever. I didn't turn into a drug addict. So all this, yeah, blah, da, 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 da. Basically, y'all made, the good thing is y'all made it to the point because of the absurdity of the situations, like I said, George Floyd and all this and the other dude, that most of us, like I said, is black men, especially real black. We speak like, nigga, I ain't never been through that. I ain't never been choked hold. I ain't never been shot at by the police. I've been shot at, shootouts and all that, but not by the fucking police. Never. Never. No chokeholds, no whatever, this and that, none of that. And y'all done pissed the police. You can't even, well, one day it's gonna happen. It's too late, nigga. I'm getting too old. I'm talking about when I was at that age where I probably, something could have happened. And nigga, that was decades ago. It's what the fuck? Old as I am, I got money. Why in the fuck would I be getting choked hold and shot at by the fucking police? I'm too old, literally, and it's on me. That's what I'm saying. The whole time I was taking responsibility as when I was a teenager. So why would I not take responsibility for my actions right now? If I took risk, that's going backwards. That would be going backwards. I get pulled over. The fuck you pulled me over for? You punk ass cop. What? Take that badge and gun and badge off. I'll whoop your ass, nigga. Well, fuck this shit. No, I'm fucking shit. I'm thinking like, shit, if I did do something, you know how much money this going? Shit, even if I got $1,000, I got other shit I'd rather do with that. Than pay it to the towing fees, all this and that. Fucking fees to the court, fees to the, this and that, the bail bondsman. No. If I won't blow my money, there's other shit I could blow my money on and have a good time. So no, I'm not finna start fighting with this cop. That's not. I get my kicks otherwhere else. I don't get my kicks out of wrestling with a dude and possibly getting shot. That doesn't excite me. Whatever. I could do something else with that money. Well, I remember I kept saying these niggas gay. If you over 18, really, when that's I'm saying. When we was in high school, nigga, you trying to fight all the time. It's Friday. You going to a party and you got that one nigga that always want to fight. And there's like a million fucking girls in there, you trying to fight. Ain't you trying to dance or feel over? I don't be, like I said, that's another thing. Party full of gangsters. None of us going in there just grabbing girls' asses like we got them in 8th grade. We 16, 17, grabbing titties. None of that. Niggas literally might get to shooting, killing other niggas, but nobody, all this, that's why nobody believed that Me Too shit. Oh, they just going around raping women. Who does that? When? You know, I literally been in situations, there's guns, there's other shit. Motherfucker get to shooting, get to fight, you know, whatever. Maybe because the bitch done cheated on him, he at the party, and she at the party, and the other dude. But there's nobody full of gangsters, thugs, nobody real thug. I'm talking about got stripes and everything. Nobody's going around grabbing asses and grabbing titties because they know they gonna get put out the party. There's one thing you can't be too gangster to do to get put out. You can get put out the party because everybody, that's what I'm saying. You can't come back and shoot up the party. That might happen. That might happen. You got this lame nigga who happened, you know, he tote guns too, but he get put out the party fact that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He grabbing asses. He might come back because he wanted, okay, he can't party, nobody else finna party. But there's a chance he probably finna die. You know, so they know that. They just going home. They, you know, that's what I'm saying. None of us want to be that dude that get put out the house party. You want, you know, you might got stripes. You might have whooped asses, you know, without a gun. You don't need no gun. You done whooped asses before. But not if you in there. It ain't just, oh, don't disrespect these women. All that. But, you know, there was no need for all of this movement where you got to teach these boys how to respect women. The problem is you just wasn't teaching them how to be a man. You all this feminist shit. And you made them too emotional. That's why they, air quotes, disrespecting women nowadays. When you just, all this being on that boy mind is being a grown up to be a man, having money, getting a nice wife, whatever. Whatever, he's not going to disrespect women. It's going to come natural. You don't have to teach boys how to respect women. If you got him just straight a job, get your education so you can have some money in your pocket, you know, take care of yourself, all that comes naturally. All that shit was artificial. You know, Me Too. All this shit, yeah, that comes naturally. That's how you knew all that shit was an agenda. Marxist communists. They're communists. That's all it is. That's all this shit is. You know, the master now, they taking off the master. You can't have, you know, they go, I know they're trying to be smart, and we're just going to rename it. But like I said, just type it in, Google search. It's one of the first articles. I just did it 10 minutes ago. Well, I've been talking 12 minutes. About 13 minutes ago, right? In an article, I guess, also, you know, but it's a UK article, a feminist in the UK. But the point is, the master bedroom, that's a term from the 20th century, basically the 1900s. So it had nothing to do, it's feminism. This has to do with feminism, master bedroom, and that art is January of this year. So they was already started, you know, an antiquated term that has to be, you know, changed because it donates the master, whatever, you know, that donates. But anyway, it you know, signifies the man is the master of the house. I told you this was not just a war on black men. This is a war on all men. All this is losers. These motherfucking these niggas out there breaking up shit, burning shit down, and this and da 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 da. And they tried. They did. It almost worked. I ain't gonna lie. It almost worked. This PC shit where it got us, even niggas like us. When I say niggas like us, I'm talking about males. Period. Got all of us. You know, just zip it. I don't want to say, you know, none of us want, but like everybody says, get to that point. It's not just that we can't take it, you know, and I don't mean we can't take it like a little girl. We already demonstrated that. I'm talking about we can't take it just, I'd had it up the hill, you know, I'd had it up the hill. I can't take it, no. It is, no, we're not going to snap because we're not losers. Like that, but it's just, you know, basically, and they'll fall in line. The men, these loser men too, they'll fall in line. That's all you got to do. They're not gonna buck up. I promise you. You got a few lanes, and you know, we can handle that. That's no problem. I promise you, it's no problem. Remember, I told you the only time in my life it's been since I've been here in these last 6 years in this city, and it was only like each time. It's like 3 crackhead losers. I promise you. I was in one store, a pawn shop, and this loser, he walks in. I don't even think he had a car. That's when I had my mustache, but that's not the point. You know, he walks in and he literally just gets in front of me. I mean, like, yeah. You know, he got that, like I said, that same look like that little sawed off bitch that be coming out. The one I say stay right there. Like, yeah. You know, like nothing no real man would do. Just because it looks like on purpose, your feelings are hurt every day. And you're trying to get back some get back. So he just stands and honestly, it's like you're not, this, it didn't even register. I promise you. It didn't register. I'm thinking, you know, maybe he was, but it's a pawn shop. There's no public bathroom, so but he looked like a bum. So I'm thinking maybe he told the dude in front of him to hold his spot. I don't know for some reason. You know, because it just doesn't compute. So I'm guessing he probably thought, yeah, I done punked this nigga out. And like I said, you know, in my head, in civilized society, all of this shit is not registering that this dude literally just walked in front of me. Because it was a pawn shop I go to all the time. You know, they might have video games for cheap, you know, PS4, whatever, Xbox, you know, whatever. Just whatever you're doing. And it was a long line that day. And he just, you know, he just gets him, walks in front of, because there's people behind me. And I can, you know, and it wasn't, no, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't upset. I'm just assuming, because I had just got there. That's what I'm saying. You know, as gangs, you know, they're gang stalking. They watching me. So they know, so they send him in. And nobody behind me say anything. So I'm assuming that he's, you know, because I've done it before. Hey, hold my spot. But usually when I come back, and yeah, that's how fast the line behind me built up. So I think I had been in there like 40 seconds. And, you know, whatever, maybe a minute. And he just comes and, you know, just gets in front of me. And there's like 10 people in front of me and maybe 4 behind. And he just gets him right in front. And I, you know, and he looks. And like I said, I know he'll bum. Literally, I don't even know what he was in there for. He probably had no business. You know, he didn't have a pawn ticket like he's paying on it. He wasn't finna buy anything. Just crazy shit. But I'm thinking I did give him benefit. It just doesn't compute. It's kind of like shock. Maybe I'm in shock. And I said, but you know me, hell, you know, I got stripes and, you know, I'm ex-soldier. Immediately after it clicks, I'm thinking like, did you just tell the people, you know, to hold my spot? I'll be back. You know, I accept that because I've done it before. And I'd hold a person's spot. Hey, I got to use the person, but, hey, you know, in front of me. Could you hold my spot? Oh, shit, don't worry about it. So I'm thinking that. I'm thinking, because he looked like bum, I'm thinking he went behind the damn pawn shop and took a leak and came, and he just happened to, and he comes back, he just, like, yeah. So then I said, like, wait a minute, nigga, did you just jump? He said, yeah. Yeah, you want to go outside? I'm like, man, if you don't get, he said, come outside. I'm like, why would I go outside? And it makes it so bad, they got them glass, you know, cases. And, you know, my first thought was just, not even push them to push them like, you know, little kids, how you push like that, you push each other. No, like I said, if it gets to that point, you know, the fist is coming next. So I'm not pushing you as a tactic because to try to sucker push you. I'm pushing you because I'm pissed and I want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about it, but you know, my other instant thought, damn, I might arrested, pay for all of the glass that he would have broke, and this nigga a bum. So yeah, and he's like, come outside. No, niggas, you know, immediately calm down. Like, no, man, no. The dude, big old dude behind me, light skinned dude. He's like, man, I'm on your side. I'd have went out and helped you. I'm like, man, dude, I ain't need your help. That dude wouldn't have made. He probably might have killed him because he, you know, that glass might have, you know, went through him as it shattered the little display cases, but. All of that, that's what I'm saying. All of that stuff got to go through your head in seconds. You got to split it just like the dude that wanted to fight the police. Oh, it's racism. The dude at Wendy's. That's what I'm saying. You got a split second, literally, that like lightning. All of that goes through your head. Brrr. You ain't got it because that shit, that if you're like us, that urge to just, it hits you. Sometimes you do just let it go. But you know, immediately, like, wait a minute, there's cameras, I can't even run out this bitch. You know, hell, you might have even been in there before, they got you, you know, you done did business with it before, so it's like, nah, I can't even just run, you know, after I whoop this big ass, because you know it's going to take about 5-10 minutes for the police to get there, and you know ain't nobody going to jump in, you know, maybe after they see he had too much, like, he had too much, man, you know, then they might try to grab me, you know, but anyway, shit. So anyway, back to the master cylinder and the master bedroom. This whole thing. That was see the first thing that pops up when I type it up. Just to type it up. Well, it's been 20 minutes now, so 21 minutes ago. Uh, the first article is from the UK, and it's from January of this year, and it's more about sexism, not racism. Master bedroom, antiquated term that we need to get rid of, that denotes that the man is the master of the house. Because in the 1900, 1902, 19, that's so I told you all of this shit is bull. It's a crock. Y'all up here, y'all niggas up here fighting for the burning down. Well, it was burning down shit 2 weeks ago. All of this, we're protesting peace. Even if you're so-called peaceful protest, what are you protesting? Every time we ask you, there's nothing that makes sense. Nothing. You try to, what about they didn't deserve that? Blah 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 blah. Like I said, as a man, you women, I don't know how y'all handle situations. Basically, like I just recommend don't get in shit like that. And if you're in that life, like you're a crackhead, you're a prostitute, or you're both crackhead, prostitute, it is what it is. Just take your charge, whatever you got to do. We all know. Well, we don't know officially. Shit. Or you hang with drug dealers. You're not a crackhead, but you date drug dealers or whatever. You just in that life, or hell, you're a female. You sell drugs yourself. It is what it is. You got to take your charge. Men, on the other hand, y'all trying all this, fighting the cops. Cause I heard plenty of y'all. I never thought this, but I heard plenty of y'all say it. Especially when there's I mean, one nigga, he was pointing out. Because you could tell a cop, because they usually drive the same car. Oh, that's car 821. That's a fuck nigga right there. I went to school with that nigga, that, and I'm hearing this dude, he only 22. And so that cop is only 22. I went to school with him. He was always a fuck nigga. And this was only, in the 2000s, so I'm way older. And I wanted to tell him, that's whatever, man. I just didn't believe it. Seriously, both of them black. I know what school. I didn't go to that school, but I know what school he talking about. And I just don't think that dude became a cop because he didn't like y'all. And because first of all, I only think the nigga I was talking to, really, basically, if he was selling dope or anything, he was like a, nickel and dimer, sitting in the fucking crack house. Selling 20s, probably would have made more money if he just went and got a job at Walmart. He would have made way more money, but they do it just to say they're in that life. You would have, by the time you get through everything said and done, you got your own habit, you gotta buy your weed, you gotta buy your cigars, your blunts, you gotta buy your Newports, and you gotta, the nigga you selling dope for, you gotta give him his money. So by the time everything's said and done, you might only made $200 that whole week. You gotta buy your food, you gotta do everything else, you gotta get your baby mama food, diapers and milk, nigga, you might as well get a fucking job at Wendy's or Walmart or McDonald's or go to fucking school, be a plumber. You come out way better, way less stress. You ain't got, I don't care. It's just like, you might as well just get a fucking job. You ain't making no money. You're stressing. You're stressed out. Your baby mama on you. You're stressed. Think she probably cheating on you because you out here all day at the damn crack house. This abandoned house you selling or your whatever. This crackhead that lets you sell dope out of it. You might as well just get a fucking job. Then you mad at us because we got better cars and this and that. Cause we work with the white folks and da 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 da. And they get a fucking job. Come on with us. But there's this shit. There's this whole feminist, communist, Marxist shit. They want y'all fucking just, but you get the gist. I think y'all finally getting the gist. Some of these white boys starting to get the gist up for real. Like they knew the whole time they wasn't racist. And they knew it was something wrong, but they too had been getting beat down by the PC, and it was twofold. Really, they started on y'all with Me Too. That's how they really got you, with Me Too. Then they hit y'all with racist. So y'all definitely, yeah, both of y'all nuts. They cut off both of y'all. Well, they tried to. I ain't gonna say that because if y'all a real, a real man, you're a real man. But the problem is they did it to both of us, all races. If you're a man, this was twofold. They starting to realize this had nothing to do this shit. But thankfully everybody starting to realize is by this whole movement is headed by cowards, male cowards and females. It doesn't matter how whatever. See, well, at least the ones that are in charge are crazy. Pelosi, she's crazy, or either both senile and crazy. The black chicks that be behind Pelosi all the time. The one Val Demings, she's a senator or whatever, might be the VP for Joe Biden, the running mate, his running mate. She's crazy. Look like Ben had noticed she looks like a lunatic. Just all of them. Look, Kamala Harris, she don't look crazy, but like everybody said, how she worked her way to the top. How air quotes. That what I'm saying. That's the shit they cut out. See, we can't remember that we couldn't joke like that the last couple of years. How dare you? It didn't make it so bad. It was true. The dude, the black dude, Willie, whatever, and she's a prosecutor. You know how that feels. So you got her. She just worked her way to the top. She put niggas in jail. And she basically an escort. I don't know. for high class politicians. Like, get the fuck out of here. But that's what I'm saying. They tried to, and that's the thing. They tried to say what it was. None of that is mean. And like I said, most of that we learned from listening to the women growing up. They're the ones who would talk, the real women. They're the ones who talk about women like that. Like I said, I've been said that when they was talking about Me Too. They would talk about how Lisa always come to work with that low top bra, be cut in a push up bra, low top shirt and tight skirt. You would hear the women. She always look at her. She all in his face. See, and this was back in the day, so it wasn't all that sexual harassment. But they like, you see there? Look at her. There she go. That tight ass skirt every day. Got a different tight skirt on. Women, dudes don't care. Dudes don't talk like that. But so when they came to with all that, you gotta respect women. It had nothing to do with being disrespected. All of this was calculated. Cause like I said, dudes don't talk about women who sleep around. Nobody gives a fuck. And we laugh at the dudes that get mad that do talking about it because we already know the reason. She didn't give you no pussies. And you mad because she done fucked all these niggas. But when you tried to hit, she said no. So now she's a slut. And it's not, we're coming to her rescue. It's just lame. You don't want to hear that.